Today's topic is sexual reproduction in plants. Let's try to understand one by one. Before begin, we'll try to understand plants. Plants are nothing but the green having the chloroplast, having ability to perform the photosynthesis and respiration. The plants are present everywhere. There are different types of the plants, as you know everyone, that is algae members, bryophyta members, pteridophyta, gymnosperm and angiosperms. Over here we are going to understand, or we'll try to begin with the angiosperms. Angiosperms plants are nothing but called as flowering plants. These are called as flowering plants. Now the flowers. Flower is a very important part and specialized part for sexual reproduction. So the angiosperm is the only plants who has an ability for reproduction with the help of nothing but flowers. So flowers. The flowers are the reproductive part of the plant, as we know that angiosperm is with the vegetative part, that is root, stem and leaves, and reproductive part is nothing but the flowers. So flower is modified shoot of the plant, and flower is responsible for or taking part for the sexual reproduction. Now, the angiosperm has a very important feature in case of evolution. So, angiosperm shows the alternation of generation. That is nothing but the alternation of generation, which means that they have two types of phase of the plant. First is diploid phase, another one is haploid phase. According to that, they have the name called as sporophyte and gametophyte. Sporophyte and gametophyte. So sporophyte, it is a phase of a plant having the diploid stage or diploid phase. The plants with the diploid stage or phase is known as a sporophyte stage. Meanwhile, second one is gametophyte. Gametophyte, that is nothing but a plant phase having a haploid phase. Haploid phase. So the plants generally in two parts, in two phases of their life. When they are in a diploid phase, is called as sporophyte, and when the plant is in a haploid phase, is called as gametophyte. Everyone knows that the plant itself, when it is present in the root, stem and leaves, known as a diploid phase. Let's try to understand the diploid phase. So diploid phase, that is two sets of chromosome, that is 2n, which means a whole plant is in a diploid stage. Meanwhile, gametophyte, that is nothing but gametes phase. So there are two types of gametes. One is male gamete and female gamete. This is nothing but the end stage. So the plant, whenever you look at any plant having the root, stem and leaves, whether it is shrubs, herbs or tree members, the phase of such plant is known as sporophyte. And a flower having a reproductive part, that is androecium and gynoecium, they has the gametophyte, that is they has male and female gametes respectively. Okay, let's try to understand next point. Typical diagram of a flower. In 10th, 11th standard you must have come across this. So this is a typical flower diagram. Now let's try to understand a flower. A flower is with the two parts. First is accessory verve. Accessory verve. This is nothing but a thalamus, which is the stalk of the plant. Okay, so accessory verves are two types, that is calyx and corolla. Calyx and corolla. Over here, this is nothing but a calyx and this is nothing but corolla. Okay, so calyx and corolla are called as accessory verbs because they do not take part directly into the reproduction, so they help to reproduction. Okay, the calyx and corolla generally, the calyx are generally green. It is generally 4 to 5 in number, 4 and 5 number, and they are photosynthetic in nature. They are photosynthetic in nature, and single part of the corolla is called as sepal. Meanwhile, corolla is a colored part, colored, and 4 to 5 in number, and it is individually is called as petal. Individually called as petal. Now, corolla is mostly useful for attracting the different insect and animals like beetles and everything. So they are useful for pollination. So corolla useful in pollination. Is that okay? Now this is the first accessory verb, calyx and corolla. This is also the corolla. Okay. Now, so next one is the very much important essential verb. Essential verbs as nothing but first is androecium and gynoecium. Let's try to understand one by one. Androecium is a male part of a flower, and gynoecium is a female part of a flower. Okay, first we try to understand that is androecium. Single androecium part is called as stamen. This is a typical structure of a stamen. This is a stamen. Okay, so over here we have I have typed a diagram. Okay, so this is the stamen, and this is nothing but the gynoecium. So gynoecium, it is a female part. A single unit it is called as a pistil. Okay, and it has stigma, style, and ovary. Okay, everyone knows this. This is nothing but the stigma. This is a style, and this is nothing but ovary. It's a female part of a flower, right? Now this is nothing but an anther. So anther, the stamen has the anther, and it has filament. So this is anther, and this is nothing but the filament. Over here I have drawn a big diagram of anther. So this is anther, and this is nothing but the filament. Is that okay? So androecium is a male part, stamen, anther and filament, and gynoecium female part. Okay? And this is the stigma, style and ovary. So this anther contains the contains the microsporangium or microsporangia, and this microsporangia has the microspore mother cell. Microspore mother cell, and this microspore mother cell produces microspores, also called as pollen grain. Pollen grains. Is that okay? Now likewise the gynoecium, over here this is a stigma, it is a style and ovary. So this is called as anther, who has the microsporangia. So this is a very important part during the pollination. The microspores, that is pollen grains, they transferred with the two things, that is biotic as well as abiotic agents. They transferred from one flower to the another, or as well as same flower. Okay? Now next one, we try to last part to understand, that is nothing but the female part. Okay? Now so ovary has ovules, and inside of the ovules there is a ovary. Ovaries contains egg cell. Is that okay? Ovary contains egg cell, also called as nothing but megaspore. Is that okay? We will try to continue next lecture. Thank you.